Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's Monday 20 December Bitcoin update, and the whole world right now is looking at Bitcoin and basically what Bitcoin is about to do in the next coming few days. Now yesterday I did made a critical update that Bitcoin on the MACDs we are getting a bullish cross, which of course is actually a bullish cross, and we are starting to bottoming out, but there is a possibility still that we can dump, and I've been saying this for the past few days that we are still trapped in this triangle, and this triangle is like a falling wedge, which is actually a bullish sign at the moment, and they indicate that the reversal is very near. So basically I did put one line for the 45,415. In my opinion, if you start losing $45,415, then it's a possibility that you go out. Now there's a potential play that I'm gonna tell you about Bitcoin. Now it could continue like this until 24th December. Now the apex I told you is nearly 28, 29 and 31 of December as well. What can happen during this time is you can see Bitcoin in these days making a fake out like this, go to the $43,000, and then from here you go all the way towards the upside and never really go all the way down. Okay, otherwise if you don't make a fake out, lose this triangle, back test it, then the technical target is going to be 40,404. That's just how it is. But I do think Bitcoin likes to make a fake out and then go to the upside and make people even more fearful that it's gonna drop really badly, and then escape to the upside as well. Now there could be another potential possibility. You make a fake out to nearly 48,400, then you go to the 43,000, and then you go even to that place area, or you could just make another fake out and then completely go down and then lose it. So there's a lot of possibilities, there's a lot of potential plays, but once again I'm just gonna bring in the MACD and I'm gonna tell you that Bitcoin is still forming some reversal very soon. But I do think the maximum time, because we are starting to flash a little bit green right there, and when you do something like that, that's actually good, because the last time you started flashing green like this, look what happened. You went absolutely maniac to the upside. Okay, so this is something that you want to see for Bitcoin, and that's something that is actually positive even in this negative space right now. So let's say the worst that can happen at the moment is that Bitcoin does dump to the 40k. It does go to the 40k. What you will do instead is just do some dollar cost average, if you have some money left. Of course, a lot of people have spent all the money, but I do think we are in a place where we can always recover ourselves. Even if we go down, I don't think Bitcoin is ever gonna lose. It's never gonna fail to go back again, because that's how it does. Now the reason why I'm still confident is that there's an agenda that I have, that the larger reds you gain, the bigger green you're gonna see in the future as well. It's like, I'm gonna give you an example. You see, whenever you want to jump from one place to another, like let's say this is one building right now, okay, and this is another building right there. Do you see that? And this is you standing right here, someone or a lady or whoever you are, and then you want to jump to the second building right here. The more steps you take to the back side, the more further you're gonna jump. Do you understand that? If you take one step behind, you can jump to the downside. Okay, if you take two steps behind, you're gonna jump here. Okay, but if you take like 7 steps behind, in this case in crypto, that means if you take more bigger red candles, you're gonna jump even more higher with a big velocity and a bigger speed. So this is just like a very fun example of putting it that way. So do not embrace the reds, because later they're gonna pay you with the green as well, and these reds are for buying. For me, they're still for buying, and even if we had that big correction to go to the downside, I'm not gonna be panicking now. There is one level, a certain level, that you should start panicking, and I've already told you numerous times in the channel, is when you start losing $38,000. That's gonna be a very alarming situation. On the weekly time frame as well, if you start to lose like the 55 EMA, if you start closing below the 55 like this, then that's gonna be absolutely worse. At the moment, I don't think we're looking at anything like that. And instead, we are mirroring what we did here is what potentially we're doing here right now, okay? And after some few days, you're going to see Bitcoin bottoming out completely and then move to that $100,000 region that we've been talking about. So the maximum time that Bitcoin could put us in such a pressure and in such a situation is probably going to be maximum like 3 weeks. I do think in the fourth week we're gonna have some nice good continuation, and we're gonna have that time like we used to have back in the days, something like this, very very similar to this. Okay, and if that happens once again, that will be really really amazing. So that's it for today's Bitcoin update. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.